casing, right? So it's very small. You don't have to worry about changing out lenses. It's got a zoom lens. It comes with a zoom lens with it. And one thing I like about this zoom lens is that it's a pretty fast lens. If you have it opened up wide angle, you can get down to f1.8, which is very good. It's able to let a lot of that light in to get you a nice clear picture. And of course, if you zoom in, you're going to lose a little bit of that, but it still does a pretty decent job with zooming and getting in, and the autofocus works spectacular. I like how the autofocus works. So those are some of the positives I like about this particular camera, is the ease of use, how small it is, the autofocus works spectacular. You can record in 4K. I've even recorded 4K, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, works great. Now let me just kind of go a couple of the cons. One is it records in 4K. For instance, I use 30 frames per second or 24 frames per second. It records in 8-bit instead of 10-bit. So you're going to get that 4220 instead of the 4222. Instead of the 422. The drawback in that is if you're trying to record in S-Log, and you want to really kind of hone in on those colors and kind of make more changes with your colors on color grading, then this may not be the camera for you. But if you don't do color grading and you just want to use the color that's coming out of the camera, which by the way is spectacular, and that's what we and our editors use anyway, that's not a huge feature for us. It didn't make a difference. So I would still recommend if you don't do color grading. But if you are into color grading, this is not necessarily the camera to use. One other thing I would recommend on this camera is to use the cinematic vlog feature. I love the way the color looks. It gives a really cool cinematic look to your videos. It gets them in that super widescreen. It looks really good. So I would suggest that if you're going to use this camera. Another thing I would suggest using this camera is using it with one of the sticks. And you can just have it where it turns towards you. It's easy for you to use it. You can flip out the screen. By the way, as soon as you flip it out, it actually turns on the camera, right? So it's really cool that way. And you can flip it toward yourself and use it as a vlog camera. I think that's a nice little feature. The way you don't have to sit there and turn it on, make sure the setting's on. You're just literally flipping out the camera monitor, and it's ready to record. So I would really suggest this for someone who wants to do vlogging. This camera is also good to use as a webcam. So if you want to hook it up and use it as a webcam, it has a spectacular picture for that as well. Hope you get something good out of this. Helps you make your decision on what to look for in this particular camera. Some of the features it has. I think you'll be happy with it if you're looking for a vlogging camera. Thanks for watching.